Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Madhacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. What is spiritual debate? In the Vedic tradition, the spiritual debate was one of the greatest way the truth was conveyed. Please understand. Spiritual debate is one of the unique thing of Vedic tradition. I wanted to explain the spiritual debate from various angles. One, this is the way the master teaches the truth to the initial level disciples. Second, this is the way the disciples learn among themselves. Third, this is the way the opposite ideology persons were made to understand the truths. Fourth, this is the only way the religious terrorism was avoided in Vedic tradition. We never won over the sword. We never waged war with the sword. It was all with a clear, friendly, convincing arguments. The non-violent strength of the Vedic tradition is built on spiritual debate. You will not find stories like this master took a sword and rode on the horse, went with millions of people and killed the opposite king or the religious leader and converted the whole crowd into this religion. No. He goes to the palm tree and with a deep peace, few shaved disciples, sits with the opposite religious leader, goes on and on and on for days. And I want you to know about one of the important spiritual debates happened in the Vedic tradition, which rewrote the history of Vedic tradition between Shankara and Mandana. That was the turning point of the Vedic tradition. Because Vedic tradition was slowly getting lost in rituals. Just the outer physical doing. Slowly the attention is getting diverted towards that direction. Then the inner enlightenment science. So this debate was the greatest turning point happened to the Vedic tradition. The rules of the debate is both of them will have lotus garlands. And Mandana Mishra's wife is a judge. Whose garland withers away first is the loser. You may think, how can that be the decision point? You need to understand. Whose body becomes heat during the argument does not have the rational strength, just agitation is coming up. As I said in the morning, the person who is agitated is loser. The person who is agitated is going to do all foolish things. All foolish things. And they are already doing. Getting into more and more trouble. They are putting themselves into more and more trouble. When you are agitated, see, spiritual strength means how much the Shastra Pramana and Apta Pramana has become Atma Pramana. Shastra Pramana means truths of the spiritual scripture. Apta Pramana means the truths as expressed by the Master. Atma Pramana means truths which have become experience of you. The Shastra Pramana, how it is expressed as Apta Pramana, should become Atma Pramana. So, if your Atma Pramana is stronger, your logic will ride on the cool, lubricated, compassionate nervous system. Does not need to get agitated, does not need to become hot, so that the garland can wither away. So now no need. You can play the cool game. So, Mandara Mishra Vasnanam Shankara Vasnanam debate starts. 3.5 days it goes. 3.5 days. 4th day. Amazing. 3 days. Two complete opposite ideological persons are able to sit and have a beautiful dialogue, debate without getting heated. That's the greatness of Vedic tradition. That's the greatness of Vedic tradition. It's more like will I lead you to the deeper space or will you lead me to deeper space? That's all. Nothing else. So both of them decide. If you lead me deeper space then where I am, I become your disciple. If I lead you to the deeper space than where you are, you become my disciple. Let us enter into the deeper truths. Sahana avatu, sahana upanattu. Means let both of us grow together. Let both of us educate ourselves together. Let both of us have friendliness till we complete this process. Even the Brahma Sutra, first sutra starts with Atato Brahma Jinyasa. Let us explore the existence, the Brahman. Very beautifully, the Apta Pramana, Shastra Pramana, which has become Apta Pramana, and how much it has become Atma Pramana. Here, both of them are leading each other into the deeper and deeper and deeper spaces, understandings. When you have no more space to lead the other person into understanding, you are agitated. You start using the perverted logic, the heat. After 3.5 days, evening, first time sweating was seen on Mandara Mishra's body. The heat started coming up, means now all these other energy chakras are tired. Swadhisthana is emitting the heat. Now it has become survival. It is no more understanding. It is no more spiritual. Now he is agitated. He knows he doesn't have any more. He can't lead the other person into the deeper spaces, deeper than where he is. So naturally, the irrational logic, perverted logic gets activated and he tries to use different words which is not his experience. So those words which has not become part of him creates heat, and garland slowly starts withering away. Saraswati, Ubeba says, stop now, you lost the game. Understand how beautiful the atmosphere would have been. Two great religious leaders. Understand, Mandara Mishra is not an ordinary guy. He is the top religious leader in Karmaganda. In those days, Hinduism is not like united as it is now. This was a huge branch. The ritualism is conquering, trying to conquer the science part of the religion. So it's a fight between socio-political rules and research and development science. The spiritual science and socio-political rules. Huge fight. But happening without even a flower, garland getting heated up. Can you understand? Such big decisions are made in such a loving atmosphere. It's almost like a life and death for a few million people. It is getting made In a space where the garland, the lotus flower, is not getting withered away. No sword, no blood, not even using the hand to beat. Just simple intelligence. And then Paramashivam, not only he realizes, he surrenders completely. He surrenders completely and says, here I am, your disciple, I understand. You can lead me one step deeper than what I am. See, Paramashivam is not an ordinary, he is a highly integrated spiritual practitioner, I can say religious practitioner, who has millions of disciples, amazing strength, intelligence, integrity. When he says, yes, this guy can lead me one step deeper than where I am. He can take me one step above than where I am. This is time. Let me surrender. Keeping the seeking alive. Understand? Keeping the seeking alive. Not getting frozen with the ideas is the truth, basic truth on which the debate should happen. Spiritual debate should happen. Keeping the seeking alive. Not getting frozen in our own ideas. Person who constantly has a spiritual debate with his own life is living enlightened. With your own life, constantly have a spiritual debate. Am I standing with the decisions I took? Am I standing with the seeking I took up? Am I getting frozen? Am I ready to have the debate? Am I ready to have debate with my life, which is ready to lead me to the next step? Am I keeping my seeking open? Am I keeping my surrender alive? Or am I slowly, see the Ganges, some dirt will slowly get into the bank and get settled. Means stop moving, stop flowing, stop living. Spiritual debate is something which makes your seeking alive, which makes your surrender alive, which makes the whole thing alive, keeps the enlightenment Ganges flowing in your system intensely. Remember, when you do the debate, the garland on your neck should not get heated. Maybe you can have thermometer. Because you guys are not going to sit for 3.5 days. Garland may wither away. So you should have a thermometer and a pulse monitor. Pulse monitor. That's the right thing. Your pulse should be balanced. It should be completely based on your Atma Pramana. The Apta Pramana, which has become Atma Pramana. Understand? Shastra Pramana can never directly become Atma Pramana. That's the biggest thing. Shastra Pramana is only to inspire you. Apta Pramana only give experience. And how much the Apta Pramana became Atma Pramana. So, when it is purely from Atma Pramana, there is no loser. If you lose, naturally the person who wins is going to lead you much deeper experiences. So you are a winner. If you are a winner, the person who lost, you are going to lead that person into the deeper and deeper spiritual experience. Again you are a winner. Spiritual debate is a space where it is win-win situation. There is no loser. In Indian tradition, spiritual debate was one of the backbone, as I said, in 4 levels. Master, to transmit the truths to the new disciples. Master, to transmit the truths to the different ideological religious leaders. Disciples to transmit the truths to other disciples. And one leader to transmit the truth to other leader. In 4 ways it has been used. And this avoided all religious terrorism in Vedic traditions. The Vedic traditions extraordinary strength is spiritual debate. And there is a beautiful Sanskrit verse which says, when you listen from the master, you learn 1/4. When you have a debate among yourself, you will learn 1/4. When you do the smarana, you learn the 3rd quarter. When you start teaching, you learn the 4th quarter. When you listen from the master, 25%. When you do debate among yourself, second 20%. When you do the smarana, remembrance, means internal question answer. That is a kind of internal debate. The 3rd 25%. When you start teaching, the 4th 25%. That is the way the truths are learned. So, you guys have heard. Now I lead you guys to the second 20%. We will have spiritual debates. This is the truth or spiritual debate in Indian tradition. I think the second subject is history of spiritual debate. I have covered this subject also. As I said, in all traditions, which out of Vedic tradition, the debate is part of life. I can see very clearly how Mandana Mishra and Shankara would have had the debate, and how Shankara had debate with many of the Buddhists and conquered, and how many Buddhists like Nagarjuna had debate with Shankarites and conquered. You may think that what is truth? Suddenly when Shankara represents Advaita wills, when Nagarjuna represents Shunyatva wills, then which is reality, which is truth? Understand, the person whose experience is reality, not the ideas. Shankara was able to lead Buddhists one step deeper in Buddhism than where they are. So he won. Nagarjuna is able to lead Shankarites one step deeper into Advaita where they are. So he wins. So truth is one. Who is able to lead you one step deeper wins. So spiritual debate is more like a place where the person who can lead you one step further than where you are is identified and the help is taken. Sadashivasamārambhām Shankaracārya Madhyamām Asmadacārya Paryantam Vande Guru Param